The Diamond Rock FA was very much into the title contention during the week of reckoning, but the judgment week came and took the chance away. And this evening against Sehore Boys is a different kind of test as the winner enters the top two. But of course, both the teams would want much more than that. And my name is Sohan Poddar. I'm back with the final game of the day. Talking about the team lineups, Bipin Pawar has in his locker a lot of scorings and creating options in the likes of Arjun Gautam, Deepak Ahirwar, Vishwa Pratap, Devendra, all big names in outfield starts as expected, Shivam in goal, and the defense made of Gopal Sakil, a very solid. Just conceded 2 goals in the competition so far, and the players on the bench as good as those in the playing 11. It is a challenge for managers to accommodate players in the starting 11, even when you have such a strong and balanced squad. And no changes for Ashwajit Chatterjee. Goes with the same lineup that beat Madan Maharaj 4-1 in the last match. Marshall Kisku will lead the line, flanked by Parimal Murmu and Sanjay Oraon. Baljit in left back is the obvious pick, along with Saurav in defence and Bideshi Orang in goal, who's been beaten just twice in this competition. Rohan Invati, Omar Limbu, Amit Kumar and Sujit Hasda all are available, and no such injury issues for Diamond Rock, and their coach will be eyeing for half a dozen win this campaign. Devendra's return to Sehore Boys was supposed to spark a revival. He's blown hot and cold since his second coming, but we know, including him, that he can do better. Is his position, best position rather, out wide or through the middle in the hole as he is playing this evening. And he will be hoping for his third Hero Madhya Pradesh Premier League goal since 12th October, which was a couple of weeks back. Referee blows the whistle and we are off at the church ground with the second game of the day. And it's moving forward aggressively. Sehore Boys pressing ahead. In comes the cutback. But inches away was Ronak Patidar, who couldn't quite control the ball. And Sehore Boys off to a quick start. Cross from deep, easily dealt with by Kahan Kanaiya playing in the heart of defence along with Amar Kumar Yadav for the Diamond Rock FA. And so Sehore Boys, they play at home, This is very much Shihor boys' backyard. There are the fans, there are the hopes of title, but Diamond Rock FA, of course, have taken full points from Shihor so far, and only team in the league with an all-win record in group games. Shihor boys know it's not an open desert where they could cite a star to guide their course. They need a lot more than that. They need a consolation. Shihor boys against Diamond Rock once more in Shihor. Throw in quickly taken. Sanjay Rao not allowed to turn by Gopal. Shihor boys will be slightly rusty. We saw that with Ratlam City, given the fact that playing a competitive match after a span of 15 days for the Diamond Rock FA. They've played last Monday against Madan Maharaj. It was a high octane clash, but they defeated the last season champions, taken revenge of their 4-1 defeat in the semi final in the inaugural edition of Madhya Pradesh Premier League. And this season they will be vying for the title. They look to be the favourites so far. There is Himanshu Sharma curling it in. Attempted flick on by Ronak, not coming off. And now is Arjun, the top goal scorer in the competition with 11 goals so far. A nice dink behind towards Anurag Lahore. And now Himanshu Sharma. Here's Devendra Kumar Meena. Infield for Ronak. Can he find his teammate? He gets into the box. He's fronted. And now plays it square to the number 11 Deepak Ahirwar. And the shot is wide and hits the chair behind. His manager will be hoping that Deepak Ahirwar hits the target more often this evening. Shihor boys, they ended the Pool A campaign in second position. They have obtained 10 points from 5 games with 3 wins, 1 draw and 1 loss. Their only loss came against Ratlam City, who lost their game against Eagle FC earlier in the day. And now it's Devendra Kumar Meena. Cushions it back to his Himanshu. Deepak Ahirwar in the middle. Good play here. A good strong play by the number 11. Has been stolen. And now Marshall Kisku trying to set up Sanjay Orao, but goalkeeper saw the danger, leaving his line. Shivam just conceded 2 goals. Least number of goals conceded in the competition. Now Shihor boys moving forward. Arjun almost rounds 3 yellow shirts. And now cross comes in. It's a good looking ball. Ronak is involved. Chance for a shot. And it's the opening goal for the home side. That's the kind of start Bipin Power wanted from his boys. And Devendra Kumar Meena once again on hand to give the home side the much important lead within the first 5 minutes. What a cracking start to the game by the team in white and black. Just a few moments back, I was praising the defense of the Diamond Rock FA. That you may call it a commentator's curse. Devendra Kumar Meena chesting it down, and that rising left footer making no mistake from the edge of the 6-yard box. An early start, a quick start for Shihor boys, which they would have wanted. And now Arun comes in the way. Sanjay Rao was almost off down the left flank. Perfect start to the game. We've had an early goal in the second half in the last game, but we have an early goal here. Sehore boys cannot drop their guard despite taking an early lead, given the fact the Diamond Rock FA have plenty of firepowers in their ranks to mount a comeback. It will be a tough choice if they decide to hold on to the lead and shut shop and sit back and defend for the remaining minutes. That's something a whip in power as boys got to avoid doing. And I'm sure the instructions from now on will not be to sit back and defend. It will be to go out, all out, get the second, get the third goal in. This early goal have rattled the Diamond Rock FA to some extent. They could even uh, settle down. That goal came in. One more cross from the right. Then this time it's Arvind. Just goes over him. It was a push also by Arjun Singh inside the box. The referee gives a free kick. And now Parimal Murmu wide on the far right. Marshall. Sanjay Rao. Baljit on the overlap. Sanjay trying to pick out Romeo Das. Now Parimal. Cushions it behind to Kanhaiya Lal. Taking his time on the ball. And forward passes off the mark is Deepak Ahirwar. Sakil Bhargavat. Arjun Singh. He's got defenders on his heels. A quick pair of feet by Arjun Singh. Escaping the challenges. And in comes the header. And now Arjun Singh Gautam is in trouble. The referee just asking for medical assistance. The Diamond Rock FA walks into this on the back of 5 wins in their last 5 matches. And they know a win this evening will take them into the top 2. And Madhya Pradesh Premier League finishes 30 games already. And if the previous game is taken into account, 31 games is being completed. Combining the two pools, it's 30. And now the challenge is to maintain the momentum, is to maintain the aggression. And Marshall Cusco, who will be their main man out, he will be their main outlet. His uncanny style of play on the pitch is what could do the trick for Diamond Rock FA once again. We've seen the number 14 grow into the games. He makes a slow start, but as the game progresses, he sort of comes out of his shell. He's got a point to prove this evening. The battle for the Golden Boot is gonna be between him, Shubham Mane, and Arjun Singh Gautam. And there he is on the ball. Brings his body between the ball and the man. It was an illegal challenge, according to the referee. A free kick been awarded to the Diamond Rock FA. Yet to settle down. And the team in yellow. Sehore boys putting up few inspiring performances in their last 3 matches as they bounced back after a 1-all draw against Chamunda Football Club in the season opener. then defeated the Lions FA by a goal in their second. Deepak Ahirwar scoring the winner. Their last gasp attempt fell short by a 2-1 defeat against Ratlam City. Followed it up by beating SWS Football Club by 2-1 to blow the title race wide open, and thrashed Khel Yuva Kalyan in the last game of Group A on 12th October by 14-0. Sehore boys finished Pool A as second with 10 points from 5 games. And now Bipin Power's boys will be vying for a positive result against the Diamond Rock FA this evening to start the final round, being on the driver's seat. They have already got the goal, which could help their strong start in round 4. A clean interception made by Ronak. And now it's Devendra Kumar Meena. Bipin's target man Arjun Gautam, who has found his feet among the goal scorers, will be expected once again to deliver for the side. And the last game against Khel Yuva Kalyan has done him a world of good, as he had scored 11 goals from just 13 shots on target. The youngster put up a brilliant individual display and helped Sehore boys to qualify to the Super 4. Here is Marshall Kisku. Gracefully moving forward with the ball. He's got quick feet. Has it been tripped? Yes, says the ref. And penalty to Diamond Rock FA. A skillful play here by the number 14. And look at that again. Just taking on players after players. He's got quick feet. And he was stripped from behind. A genuine case of penalty, rightly spotted by the ref. And a golden chance for the Diamond Rock FA for an equalizer. It's been a blistering start to this match. Sehore boys are taking an early lead through Devendra Kumar Meena. And now chance for the Diamond Rock FA to cancel out that lead from the spot kick. Time and again I mentioned about Marshall Kisku and how his agility, his willingness to run directly at a defense, and of course his sudden acceleration, which sometimes leaves team awestruck. And the chance here for the Diamond Rock FA then. It is the number 16 Romeo Das. He's up against Shivang, who's beaten just twice in this competition. Here goes Romeo for his second. They got to retake the kick. A player already stepped in before it was taken. The referee just instructing for a retake. Romeo Das is up against Shivang. Here goes Romeo. Goes the same direction. Sends the goalkeeper the wrong way. And a cool, calm finish by the number 16 of Diamond Rock FA. His first in Super 4 and his second of this campaign. So the game is beautifully poised in the first quarter. The score line is 1-1 between the two heavyweights. And that's the penalty. Perfect placement by the number 11. Even the greatest of goalkeepers would find it difficult reaching that spot. slotting it into the bottom corner and across from the left by Sakal and comes out to Gopal. The ball just bobbles under his feet. He was forced to play it back. And now Kisku is chasing. And that's a back pass which is gathered by the goalkeeper. What a blunder here by Shivang. Absolutely schoolboy error. Something which you would not expect at this level. Giving away an indirect free kick inside the 18-yard box. The team in white, Sehore boys, under the cosh here at the church ground, at their own backyard. They must be feeling the heat here. And you can see a round table conference. Five yellow shirts involved in that. Just like conspirators planning a heist. Is this the chance for the Diamond Rock FA to take the lead? Sanjay Orao will be effective with his left foot. It's an indirect free kick. And takes it is Romeo Das. Straight into the wall. Battling for the second ball is Parimal Murmu. Puts it right back in and headed out. Himanshu Sharma. And it's a throw in for the Diamond Rock FA. Puts it straight in. Devendra Kumar Meena clearing the danger. It's a back header. Sehore boys can't clear. And corner kick for the Diamond Rock FA. Just one move going forward. And that one brilliant run by Marshall Kusku. And now you can see all the pressure the Sehore boys are now getting into. It's that one good move, one positive move going forward can give you back the confidence. And that's how the sport works. That rush of adrenaline which is needed. Swung in, easy for the goalkeeper inside the 6-yard box. No problems. So Sehore boys playing at home. This is very much their backyard. There are the fans and there are the hopes of the title. But the Diamond Rock FA have taken full points here from Sehore. It's been a happy hunting ground for the team in yellow. An only team in the league with a all-win record. Sehore boys knows it's not an open desert. They could cite a star to guide the course. They will be needing a lot more than that. The Diamond Rock FA with an all-win record. It all started with that game against Eagle FC on 17th October, which they won 2-1 with goals from Sanjay Orao and Romeo Das and Prakash Khatri. It reduced the margin for the Eagle FC. And now Arjun has got a lot of space ahead of him. Deepak Ahirwar plays it out wide to Gopal, who tries to tee up Deepak Ahirwar. And the clearance comes off the defender into the path of Devendra Kumar Meena, the goal scorer for Sehore boys. Great agility, great balance by the number 13. Cross from Himanshu, and now this could open up on the turn. Chance to cross it in. A good sliding challenge coming in by Baljit. And now a corner kick for Sehore boys. It's been end-to-end action, a sparkling football so far. You could hardly bat your eyelid. It's been an action-packed 21 minutes so far. Could be a knockback in the center. Could be one more chance. This time the goalkeeper. It comes right back in. Chance from a sharp angle, and Sehore boys regains the lead. It's all happening here at the church ground in Sehore. And the home side is back on the lead. And this time it is the left back, Himanshu, nodding it in from the back post. And that's what the doctor has prescribed for Sehore boys. And what a response. A corner from Deepak Ahirwar. It was nodded in play by Himanshu Sharma. A misclearance, a shot coming in. Keeper saves it with his leg. And the cross on the follow-up into the path of unmarked Himanshu Sharma, who makes no mistake, got the pace, keeps a calm head and places it in. And Roopnath hustled off the ball. Romeo Das steps in. Clearing the lines. The Sehore boys. Arjun, desperate in defense. Ronak Patidar getting involved. Deepak picks up the loose ball. You will see a change in position for Deepak Ahirwar. We've seen him previously play up front and also on the flanks. This time in a new role in the heart of midfield, partnering Sumit Kanodia. Here is Sumit. Deepak. Sustained possession. Could be one more for Sehore boys. Keeper comes out this time. Videshi Uram, who had a terrible start. And all the pressure applied by Sehore boys bearing fruit. Parimal Murmu were looking for Roopnath. Was intercepted by Arun. He puts a break on his run. And now he restarts play. Deepak Ahirwar. Man who scored the winner against the Lions FA. Ronak Patidar escapes the challenge. Call is for Gopal for a cross. Increasing men in the opposition half is Sehore boys. They have managed to regain control over proceedings. Moving the ball around a lot more quicker. That's been the hallmark. That is their forte. And the Diamond Rock FA. They need a response. They need it quick. Parimal Murmu couldn't keep it in. As I was talking about the Diamond Rock FA's campaign this season. And now Roopnath trying to thread it through for Marshall Kisku, who is applying pressure on Arun. The number 5 comes out on top, but the clearance is only as far as Parimal Murmu. Ronak gets a foot in, and look how deep he's tracking. Defending in collective numbers, Sehore boys. They are playing with a lot more fire. They are in with a lot of desire to win this. Clearly, the better side in the first 25 minutes. Cutting inside is Parimal and slips it through for Marshall Kisku. Saw the danger and quickly cut out by Sakil. Ronak can't win the header. Pressure is mounting on Shihor boys. Rupnath, his attempt is out for a goal kick. And after that 2-1 victory against Eagle FC and the social warrior registering a thumping uh, victory against the social warrior by 6-0. Goals from Parimal Murmu, a hat trick from Marshall Kisku, and one apiece from Sujit and Mohit Gudi. Then defeated Barwani Football Club by 4-0 in the third game. Marshall scored a brace. Rohan and Parasmani. Rohan is on the bench and Parasmani, the number 6, making a start today. Were on the score sheet that day. And now steaming forward is Devendra Kumar Meena. An important touch from Amar Kumar Yadav, averting the danger. Transfer Deepak Ahirwar to send the ball in. And now Ronak Patidar, a crucial intervention coming in. Parimal arranging it for his teammate to go for a long clearance. And now it comes. And finally, the Diamond Rock FA gets some room to breathe. That high octane victory against Madan Maharaj by 4-1, and all the 4 goals were scored by Marshall Kisku, who made his impact already in this tournament and also in this game by winning a penalty. And the Diamond Rock FA will want the number 14 to be more on the ball to stand a chance in this game against the home side. And the more Marshall Kisku is on the ball, the better it is for the Diamond Rock FA, the side from Balaghat. Chested down, but only into the path of Ronak. That could be a breakaway move for Shihor boys. As Devendra Kumar Meena rides the first challenge, can't ride the second. Closely marked. Romeo Das and Marshall Kisku. They have scored 18 goals in their group games. The Diamond Rock FA conceded just 2. If you take this game into account, a couple of goals already. On the flip side, the Shihor boys also scored 18 and conceded 2. A lot of similarities between the two teams in terms of the goal scored, goal conceded, and goal difference. Shihor boys played out a 1-all draw against Chamunda FC, scoring a late equalizer, and then defeated the Lions FA by 1-0 in their second game. Lost to Ratlam City 1-0 in their third, followed by a couple of victories: 2-0 against SWS, the side from Betel, and 14-0 against Khel Yuva Kalyan in their last Group A fixture on 12th of October, with 11 goals coming in from Arjun Singh, who is the top scorer in this tournament. Just a goal away is Marshall Kisku. Ronak couldn't string a few passes. And that release from Marshall was too quick. Himanshu, a scorer of the second goal. Ronak is adept in finding spaces in midfield, runs into traffic. Sanjay Rao, Rupnath, and plays it through for Marshall. Kisco could be a 1-1 chance. Once again, brave goalkeeping by Shivam. 31 minutes just flown past us. It's been end-to-end action. Uh, for a neutral perspective, this is the kind of start you want to see, and this is the kind of game you want to see. Both the teams playing open football. And Eagle FC's win and the previous game will put pressure on Sehore boys and the Diamond Rock FA. And they'll have to keep up the pace with the side from Nimach. As Shivam has hurt himself, beaten once from the spot kick by Romeo Das. The Sehore boys is leading by 2-1, and they won't mind. The goalkeeper is getting treated. He dives in at the right time. He leaves his mark when he was supposed to and takes it from the feet of informed Indian striker Marshall Kisku. In any competition, including a friendly, the Sehore Boys Football Club will not make life easy for the Diamond Rock FA. They have been hot on the heels of the team in yellow. Diamond Rock FA so far rock back on their heels. Except one mazy run by Marshall Kisku down the middle. Nothing so far from the team in yellow. And after score that equalizer, they did try applying pressure on Sehore boys, but all their efforts hasn't resulted in any goal. For the team in white, instead, striking back, Devendra Kumar Meena, the two goal scorers combining. Himanshu can't go past. Sort of. Here's Deepak Ahirwar. He's got twinkling toes. Anurag Lahore chipping it in, headed away. Ronak now getting involved is Devendra Kumar Meena. Smacked away is Romeo. It's a stray header. And now Sehore boys have got the ball back. And Arjun Singh Gautam quickly foiled by that late challenge on him. And now over the top, an interesting run made by Marshall Kisco. But stood tall there. There's Arun, the stopper fullback of Sehore boys. 35 minutes on the clock. The home side leading by 2-1. Anurag. Good covering. Loose ball falls for Deepak Ahirwar. And chase is on. Ronak, can he get there? Well, the defender gets there first. Is Kanaya Lal. Nice shielding. At the Diamond Rock if he got to quickly move the ball out of this area. Baljit. Those overlapping runs of Baljit is missing so far. Lots of pressure applied from the wings, exploiting the channels. The team in white. The result, Baljit completely pegged back. They have done their homework, Sehore boys. The manager, Vipin Power, must have addressed it to his players how Baljit joins in attack. One of the main idea and plan number one will be to minimize the effect of Baljit Kumar and deny him the space to go up. Here's a flick on at the near post. It goes out for another corner. Back to back corner kick for the Diamond Rock as we near the 40 minutes mark. Cleverly taken. This time it sent in low and a series of corner for the Diamond Rock FA. They're appealing for a handball. Sanjay Oda takes it quick, trying to bring some variation. Is Marshall Kisku. His attempt takes a deflection. Comfortable for Shivam. Deepak Ahirwar moves it forward. Can't turn his man. Romeo Das just getting stuck in and winning it. And now this could open up. Ronak brought down expertly. Chance for Arjun. One dummy onto his left. A shot is blocked. And a foul committed by Anurag Lahore in the process. A flying hand catching him on his face. That's what he's complaining. Parasmani, the defensive midfielder for the Diamond Rock FA. It will be interesting to see when Ashrujit Chatterjee brings in Shujit Hasda and Rohan Invati, two creative players, one winger and one who can play as a second striker, Shujit Hasda. Both of them have been pretty much impactful for the Diamond Rock FA. And now Marshall Kisku, the danger man. This time, a quick challenge on him by Anurag Lahore. The round twos to resume from Friday onwards. The final round to be played on Sunday, and that is on 31st of October, and final on 2nd November. Just a day gap between the fixtures, between the rounds to be precise. A slightly heavy touch and capitalized by Devendra Kumar Meena. Anurag. Arjun. Arjun controls. Holds off a challenge. Dipendra. Deepak Ahirwar. That's a great ball into the path of Devendra Kumar Meena. Ronak. Deepak leaves it for Anurag Lahore. Arjun Kumar Singh plays it out wide. into the path of Gopal, who gets the better of his man and sending in a low cross, trying to unnerve Videshi Ram, who will be slightly depleted given the fact he conceded two and almost a chance came in towards Parimal Murmu. But quick reaction by the goalkeeper. That could have been a lucky deflection for Diamond Rock FA. The goalkeeper just thwarting it very quickly. And now Gotham. Controlling midfield. Controlling the game so far is the team in white. They do know it is very important to keep possession of the ball and knock it around. Stretch play, trying to stretch Diamond Rock FA and create spaces in the middle. This time the shot is way off the mark. Is Romeo. Eagle FC will be keeping an eye on this game and will be hoping that ends in a draw. Setting up so beautifully for Sanjay Rao, Marshall Kisco. He was tackled. And that's an elbow on his face. It will be a yellow. An elbow on the number 2, Gopal. And a free kick for Sehore boys. These are important stages of the game. And you can see the manager of Diamond Rock, Ashwajit Chatterjee, is disappointed. He must be wondering, he must be telling to his boys that this is one thing I don't want you to give away to set piece routines to Sehore boys. And now Arjun straight to the goalkeeper. And you can see that lump upfield and nodded down into the path of Kisku. And out wide is Parimal. Goes on the outside. Parimal Murmu, nicely done there. A good backtracking by Arjun Singh Gautam. He's a roaming midfielder. You'll see him joining in attack and also tracking back and helping out in defense. He's such a crucial player. Very vital to the way Sehore boys plays. Very vital to the way Vipin Power wants his team to play. Here comes the corner, punched away by the goalkeeper and headed out to safety by Ronak. This could be a build-up. This could be an attack for Sehore boys from the left. And now Arjun Singh Gautam could be through. This is something which I was mentioning. You saw him defending a few minutes back. He so quickly it joins into attack. Marshall tried to turn his man, Arun, which is never an easy prospect, but does well to win a corner, to win a free kick, rather. Even though it is from deep. 4 minutes added. It's a good looking free kick. A keeper had to come out a long way. Drops into the box. collected by Anurag Lahore, who clears the danger. It's been a game of supreme quality. Here's the cross, straight to Shivang. Deepak Ahirwar is injured, clutching his thigh muscle. It was an awkward landing on him, and that is what the manager is trying to say. An awkward landing, resulting into that thigh injury. Manager will be hoping that it's nothing too serious. He has been a crucial player. He used very cleverly by Vipin Power. He was lauded for his tactical display in this competition. A meticulous tactician. A minute and a half left in the first half. Sehore boys will be happy with the way things have gone so far for them. Not the kind of start which Diamond Rock FA wanted. Himanshu Sharma takes a throw in. Good to see he's back on his feet. Deepak Ahirwar. This could be the last chance for the Diamond Rock. Is Rupnath. It's a low cross. Breaks for Marshall Kisku. One dummy onto his right and a vital block. Great defending by Sehore boys. Slight mix-up, and latching onto the ball is Ronak Patidar. Cleverly flicks it behind for Arjun, and now it's Meena. Deepak Ahirwar, the number 11. Anurag Lahore. On the overlap is Gopal, who assisted the first goal. Now it's back to the number 7. Arjun creating the angle and placing it in. His rising left footer. And curtains for the Diamond Rock FA. What a strike by the number 9. Just on the stroke of half time. Scoring his 12th of this campaign. And look at the replay. So much space afforded to him. He receives the ball, takes a look up, sees that huge gap between the two central defenders, and just slotting it into the bottom corner. And struck it with a lot of venom and no chance whatsoever for goalkeeper Bideshi Urang, who looked very ordinary between the sticks. He not to be blamed though for any of the goals. So 3-1 here in favor of Sehore boys. Now the game just trickling away from Ashwajit Chatterjee's grip. That will work as a tonic for the team in white before heading into half time. An exciting half comes to a close. It's been a half where we have witnessed 4 goals. Sehore boys will be delighted with their performance in the first half as they head into the halftime break with a 3-1 lead.
खत्म कर ले।
आने दो बुढ़ापे में आकर के सब मतलब सब आने दो, वो तो उस समय तो आने दो हाँ जब तक यहाँ करने से दिखाई नहीं देता है खाते जाओ। रामू बहुत खाता था, राय राय बहुत खाता था, साथ के हैं दोनों। अच्छा अच्छा, बाबू भी हमारे साथ ही। 2 साल बचा उसका, वो भी रिटायर
Welcome back. You are watching the live coverage of Madhya Pradesh Premier League on the YouTube channel of Sportscast India. Sehore Boys is leading by 3-1 up until half time, as we can see a change in goalkeeper for the Diamond Rock FA right from the start of the second half. Videsh Ram went off. He had a off day in the office, beaten twice. Looked shaky between the sticks this evening. Sehore Boys will be drawing courage from their first half performance and try and score more in the second half. But can the team in yellow bounce back? They are still among the goals. The score line is 3-1. If they can manage to get an early goal in the second half, things can change for them. The first task will be to steady the ship, and we are underway with the second half. The team in white will be attacking from left to right of your screen. An early chance coming in for Ronak Patidar. The goalkeeper grabs it well. And what a chance for Sehore Boys. A first ball put into the box, resulting into a one-on-one chance. That could have been something. A flick on from Arjun into the path of Ronak Patidar, and you can see the frustration from the fans on the sidelines. Here is Sumit Haldar, makes a comfortable save. Another crisp start to the second half as well by Sehore Boys. They are looking threatening. They are looking dangerous and ruthless going forward. Another long throw in, sent into the box. It's still bobbing. A good break for Parimal, but cleared away by Sehore Boys. Ronak brings it down expertly. The ball runs out of play. Baljit puts it straight into the box towards nobody. Shivam will collect it. Marshall Kisco is chasing though. A long goal kick taken. Looking for a first time clearance. Nicely done there by Baljit. He's not been the same player this evening. He's been much more effective in the group games. Sumit Kanodia playing it back to Ronak. Finds Devendra. Has he been tripped? Nothing doing, says the ref. Deepak Ahirwar went down too easily. Gopal, nice footwork. Getting involved is the goal scorer Arjun. A switching play onto the left flank for Himanshu, the scorer of the second goal. Here's Romeo losing out on that physical battle against Meena. And Anurag Lahore, great cross field into Sumit. A perfectly timed run by Gopal. He takes a look up, sending this one in. Went to the back post, could still be a tap in chance. Brave goalkeeping there by Shumit Haldar. And it was Devendra Kumar Meena at the back post. And look at that. Inch perfect cross by Gopal. Couldn't control it. Kanhaiya Lal, but goalkeeper reading the danger and quickly latching onto the ball before Devendra could get his foot onto it. He went for a poke in. And after this, we have games on 29th, that is on Friday. The first game is going to be between the team in action at present, Sehore Boys and Eagle FC. Eagle FC defeating Ratlam City earlier in the day by 2-0. It's going to be a tight affair. And the second game is going to be between Ratlam City and the Diamond Rock FA. 5 minutes into the second half, and two chances already for the Sehore boys to extend their lead. One for Ronak Patidar and the another one for the number 13, Devendra Kumar Meena from Gopal's cross. Sujit Chatterjee, the head coach of the Diamond Rock FA, trying to draw attention of the referee, trying to say some time wasting tactics already being applied by Sehore boys players. And you can see an injury to the scorer of the third goal and the top goal scorer of the league at present, Arjun Kumar Gautam. 12 goals for him. Sehore boys going to restart play with this free kick. Rolls it across to Gopal, his teammate. And a good release between the two defenders. Baljit was close to the danger and clears it on the half turn. Gopal's throwing, not controlled. Runs out for a goal kick. Sumit Haldar, he came on in the second half looking confident. High boot. A foul on Deepak Ahirwar. A couple of changes getting ready for the Diamond Rock FA. And it seems like Sujit Hasda and Rohan Invati is getting ready to come in. Devendra Kumar Meena. Meanwhile, passing is a lot more incisive. Deepak Ahirwar running into the vacant areas in the Diamond Rock FA defense. Is very unpredictable going forward, Sehore boys. Very difficult to figure out which player moves in which direction. And the number 28, Pravin Balavi, replacing Parasmani. And the number 16, Romeo Das, makes way for Pravin Balavi, the number 28. The man who's scored the equalizer from a spot kick is being replaced. And now the channel opens up down the right. A solid tackle on him. And now Sehore boys player is down, clutching his knee. It's Sanjay Rao curling it in into the path of Marshall Kisku. Nicely cut away, nicely covered. Ronak Patidar looks to be in pain. The weather conditions and the atmosphere conducive for football. As the winter is knocking on the door, and now knocking on the door is Diamond Rock, the side from Balaghat. Taking his time on the ball, sending it in, could be a heading opportunity for Marshall Kisku. I can't connect to it at the number 14. And now the ball is collected by Anurag. Trying to release Ronak. Nicely intercepted by Kanhaiya Lal. Another ball over the top. Arjun holding off a tackle. Outside of the boot pass. Nicely controlled. And now Arjun with his right foot this time. The effort is wide. They are dominating so far, Sehore boys. Utilizing the home advantage. You can see crowds on the stands supporting them. And now Parimal shows one way, goes the other. Cutting inside was Parimal. Takes a tumble. Referee says play on, could be a shooting chance. Another floater. Goal is for the goalkeeper, Sumit Haldar. Referee plays the advantage. A chase for Sanjay. Number 5. Nicely marshaled by him. You can see the fans on the stands asking for a foul. It was a shoulder barge by Sanjay Ora on Anurag Arun. The stopper full back of Sehore boys. Arjun Singh Gautam. Great first touch. A tiny dink past the second man. Just a tad too heavy. Devendra Kumar Meena. Deepak Ahirwar. A ball from deep. Cleared away by Kanhaiya Lal. And now it's Sumit Kanojia. Asking for the ball is Arjun. Sumit finding him. Slipping it in for Ronak Patidar. The thought of a shot. Changed his mind the second time. And the third time deciding to pull the trigger. No connect, no power behind that at all. And now Parimal. He's got Himanshu to deal with. Can he go past him? Just forcing him behind, creating gap on the turn, falling into the feet of Marshall Kisku. Stepping in is Panimal, a balletic, and the right back, plucking it out from the air. And now battling on the far side with Devendra. And the free kick goes against the Diamond Rock FA. The support play from Sehore boys have been phenomenal this evening. How the wing backs are tracking back to protect the full backs, and every time managing to overload the flanks and deny space to the Diamond Rock FA. And if you see the pattern of play and how Ashrujit Chatterjee's boys likes to play, a lot of their movement are from the wings, which Vipin Power managed to contain this evening. That was his plan to increase men in wide position. And that was the instruction maybe is given to his full backs and his wingers to double up, to double team in the opposition and create 2v1 situation. And that was a clumsy challenge, but stays on his feet is Rupnath. The through pass was a disappointing one in the end. And now it's Praveen. A misplaced pass to Sumit Kanojia. Parimal. Parimal keeps going. Moves horizontally across the pitch. Very disappointing in the end. And dispossessed of the ball was the number 9 Arjun. Completely picked back the Diamond Rock FA. And now a 50-50, losing out on that one to Anurag Lahore. On the ball is Rohan. The great ball finding Devendra inside the box who tried to chip the keeper. And not managing to do so. That was a fine ball from Ronak Patidar, pardon me. And there it is. Beautifully weighted for Arjun Singh. Fell onto his strong left side, but couldn't make the most of it. An hour of play gone at the church ground in Sehore. The Sehore boys is up by 3-1. And all the goals have come in the first half. Nothing so far in the second. A collision inside the box. And what the assistant says, it's out for a corner kick. One eye will be, of course, to extend the goal difference. Even though head to head will be counted first. And now Arjun taking his time on the ball and finding Deepak, whose cross is not up to the mark. Could be a breakaway move for the Diamond Rock FA. Chance to trigger a counter. Once again, that final pass goes missing in the final third. He was expecting Marshall Kisku to make that run, but a misunderstanding between the two attackers. You can see the communication gap. Oh, it's a stray header straight into the feet of Ronak. Tried to go on to his left side, but he was quickly tackled. Nicely done by the defender over there. Is Devendra Kumar Meena. Himanshu Sharma. Deepak Ahirwar. Great crossfield ball. Intercepted in the way by Sanjay. And now chance for him to build on something. A desperate In the defending third, Sehore boys. Possession is back with the Diamond Rock FA. This time the diagonal soars over Parimal Murmu's head. Throw in for Sehore boys. Mm. Goals in second uh, consecutive games for Arjun Singh. All his 11 goals, of course, have come in that one single game against the Khel Yuva Kalyan. And now Marshall got to stop it from going out. Well done, goalkeeper. Diving on his left, stopping the ball, stopping it from going out for a corner. Time ticking away for the Diamond Rock FA. Now Deepak Kahirwar. His control just wowing the fans, especially his close control, which is why he's been deployed in the middle by Vipin Power, given the fact he's so confident on the ball. Uh, the number 10 is supposedly the number 10, Deepak Kahirwar, but also dropping into a defensive midfielder role as and when required. As you can see, Anurag Lahore and the number 14, Sakil, both of them in pain. A referee stops play, calls for medical intervention. There's no physio on the bench of Sehore boys, which is why every time there's a stoppage in play, there's an injury to the players. The manager, Vipin Power, had to step in. It's always so good to have a manager who's also a physio. Apart from all the tactical analysis, is also putting a shift as a team physio. Anurag Lahore is still down though. Now he will be stretchered off. Two gentlemen in blue t-shirt carrying him out. I wonder what the other two, one in red and one with a bag, came in for. Just four people turning out to carry one man. Interesting. Now Baljeet. Play resumes. Kanhaiya Lal moving it forward, sliding it out wide for Baljeet. Now makes a run inside the box. It's a fine pass. Chance to shoot. Pulls the trigger. Blocked by the defender. The danger is still lurking though. Can't find a Marshall Kisco. Goes for a low, long cross. And keeper comes out. It's an empty net. Saved off the line by Yarun. Great defending by Sehore boys. The goalkeeper Shivang comes out and spills the ball. The Sehore boys players are complaining that he was elbowed while he tried to pluck the ball out of the air, resulted into that clear-cut chance for the Diamond Rock Cafe, which they couldn't capitalize on. And now the play restarts with his throw-in. An ambitious attempt. 20 minutes of regulation time left. The Shihor boys suddenly on the back foot in the last 5 6 minutes. Shihor boys moving in aggressively, pressing ahead. Now Ronak. It's a long chase for him. Ball just playing it out. Sort of. Couldn't turn his man. Arjun. Good technique applied, but couldn't execute it to perfection. Gap is quickly covered. And now Sumit Kanodia. Arjun Gautam. He's got Roopnath tracking him. Arjun goes inside and trying to lay it up for Deepak Ahirwar. Just too much on that pass. And now Sumit Kanodia. A great ball for Deepak Ahirwar. Wins the physical duel but can't find the right pass. In steps Baljit. A stray pass from and hacked forward by Baljit. Getting in behind is the attacker. A great body to body challenge. Just when he was about to pull the trigger, and here is the high press applied, but the shot is off target. And Praveen Bhalai, the man who came on in the second half, is looking promising here. And that is how Anurag Lahore was closed down. A slight lapse in concentration. The Diamond Rock FA winning another corner kick. The Sehore boys just deciding to hold on to this lead. Good purchase on that corner. A couple of yellow shirts went up for it. Not getting the right connection. A goal kick for Sehore boys. The home side leading by 3-1. and they're 10. It will be a wonderful result. And this is their maiden Madhya Pradesh Premier League campaign. And if they can get the better, this could be one more opening chance for Sehore boys. Nicely tackled by Baljit. And as I was talking about the Sehore boys, if they can get the better of the Diamond Rock FA in their debut season, Diamond Rock FA are last season's semi-finalist, it will be a sort of achievement for the side. But they want more than that. Is Marshall Kisku rattles the woodwork, and that gap down the left beautifully exploited by Marshall Kisku of the Diamond Rock FA. And look at that one-touch build-up. Parimal Murmu's through pass for Marshall Kisku. Goalkeeper Shivam gets something on the ball, and eventually it comes off the upright corner. Sent in, sent out, headed away. Another shooting chance. Drops for Parimal. It's gone wide. Good strong comeback by the Diamond Rock FA. And Parimal Kisku, Marshall Kisku. What a chance for him. The closest Diamond Rock FA have come into the game so far. Had that ball gone in, would have been interesting last quarter. Sumit Kanodia can't wriggle out of that tight situation. Marshall are getting to it first. Trying to switch play. Intercepted by Himanshu. And now he's moving forward, stepping into the attacking half. Devendra Kumar Meena. Trying to thread it along the floor for Ronak, who was slightly late in reading the plan, coming back from an offside position. It was Parimal Murmu. Both Parimal and Marshall combining very well, creating the chance for the Diamond Rock FA. Sehore boys, the high scoring side in the competition. 21 goals were scored by them. Goal difference of a plus 18. And after keeping three consecutive clean sheets, they have conceded in this one. Anurag. I wonder whom he saw there. Baljit takes the throw in. A heavy touch, almost falling into Arjun's path, and now he could have a clear run. Goalkeeper Sumit Haldar first to the ball, and now Baljit looking for a diagonal, not getting enough on the ball. Cushions it back to Deepak Ahirwar. Anurag Lahore, who's lost the ball. Rupnath operating from deep in this game. And number 10, Sujit Hasda. Baljit takes on Gopal. Baljit, it's a low cross, beautifully tracked by Deepak Ahirwar. Ronak Patidar muscled away. Rupnath. Sujit Hasda is brought down, and free kick for the Diamond Rock FA. About 25 yards out from goal. He's got quick feet, the number 10. We saw him with his industrious play in the group games, and he's so dangerous in one-on-one situation. Marshall Kisku and Parimal Murmu and Shujit Hasda, all the tribal players, making a lot of impact in Diamond Rock FA's Madhya Pradesh Premier League Season 2 campaign. It seems like their winning run finally will be halted by Sehore boys Baljit, one of the most promising left full backs in this tournament. Had a off day today. It's been a long evening for the team in yellow, even though they've managed to eat into possession in the second half, but not been able to eat into the score line. Shouldered away Deepak Ahirwar by Baljit, but that challenge is deemed as a foul. He will be very disappointed, Baljit. And the reason why that free kick is awarded because the ball was not in control of either Baljit or the number 11. So that is eventually considered as an off the ball challenge. Last 10 minutes then. Can they extend their lead here? Sure, boys. Arjun goes for goal. His eyes lit up. He targeted that a second bar. Not a bad idea by the number 9, who is the top goal scorer in the league. Now Devendra. Great ball. Ronak creating space. The manager urging him to shoot. Anurag Lahore's shot is off the is wide of the post. Some flick on into the path of Parimal Murmu. And now space down the right. Marshall Kisku and Parimal, both of them waiting. In support is Praveen as well. And just taking too much time on the ball. Marshall, not known for his aerial prowess. Playing the ball to his feet is more like it. That was a wild attempt by Baljit. He tried to clear. Shujit Hasda using his physique very well, and a sharp turn on the left flank by Devendra Kumar Meena. The goalkeeper Sumit Haldar stopping the ball from going out for a corner kick. Again, both the players who went to clear it, some miscommunication. Got to talk when you were defending. Hounding possession is the Diamond Rock FA, trying to draw out Sure boys, who are very clever, keeping a compact defense, no unnecessary pressing, just keeping those two strikers, Ronak and Arjun, up front. Holding a very stern shape, staying compact in defense. They just have to maintain the shape and tactically manage the game because they are leading by 2 goals. The onus is on the team in yellow to come all guns blazing. Now Ronak Patidar, Shihor making 2 changes. Nand Kishore, the stopper fullback. Sanjay Ora. That's it for him this evening. Rohan steps in. Vipin Power is bringing in Nand Kishore, the centre back, which is clear that he's going to shut shop in the last 5 minutes, which is a smart idea, and I would say no need for them to try and do something extra. They're already leading by 3-1. Double change, in fact, coming in. Nand Kishore and Salamuddin Khan. It's going to be his first start in Shihor colours in front of the home crowd. The Diamond Rock FA had a golden chance to make half a dozen wins. There would have been 6 on trot. And now ball sent into the box. Can't touch it. Nicely covered by Nand Kishore. Just keeping the attacker away from the ball and making sure he doesn't get his foot to it. Now Anurag playing it back, falls short of his defender, and now Marshall Kisco on his left side. Not too far. That was a decent attempt by the number 14. Almost troubling the scorers with his attempt from the edge of the 18-yard box. Unlucky not to have scored. He took number 14 on his neck. Sakil is now in trouble. Now he'll take all his time. This time the referee just not deciding to call the medical team, instead indicated to stretcher him off and treat him on the sideline, as he wants to get away with the game, so as the players. Shihor boys have managed to make this tiny stoppages and break the momentum, break the rhythm every time Diamond Rock FA tried to gain momentum. And this tiny stoppages just hampering that and forcing them to restart and rebuild all over again. They are trailing by 2 goals. So that thing is always going to play on the back of their mind, which is why you can see a lot more urgency, making those passes in a lot more haste. The crosses are sent in too quick, and sometimes They are doing it in such haste that it is not finding its mark in the end. Time is ticking away. For the team in yellow, the Diamond Rock FA is Baljeet. And now they got to play direct, beautifully chested by Nandakishore. Sujit Hasdar finding some space, creating some space in Strada with a neat give and go. Here is Rupnath turning Deepak Ahirwar. Baljeet sending in a floater, nicely headed away. You can see all 11 of them defending. The Diamond Rock FA. Some intricate play. And the loose ball being picked up by Devendra Kumar Meena. And now he keeps going, beating defenders, applying pressure. Nice back heel for Arjun. He'll try to run down the clock. We are into the added time now. Now 14 minutes added on. It's a huge, huge time. Almost a quarter. It will please the Diamond Rock FA and their manager as well. 14 minutes. It's something unusual. Which goes to show that every tiny stoppages which Sehore boys created in the second 45 minutes have been noticed and booked and added by the match officials. But still, 14 minutes is a lot of time. And now winning it comfortably is Rohan. And here's the covering man coming in. It will be a free kick. This is a promising area to reduce the margin from Rupnath, the skipper, lining it up. Rupnath, it's a layoff for his teammate. Goes up for it. In comes the header. It's off the post. It goes out for a corner. Slight error in judgment by Shivam, resulting in that a chance. Can he reduce one here? Three yellow shirts went out up for it, and none of them got on the end of it. Chance to trigger a counter. Disappointing ball forward. Here comes Diamond Rock. This is the channel they have used the most in this match. Nothing from the left flank. Now Arjun evades couple of challenges. Beautifully done. He's got a magical left foot, as smooth as a hot knife through butter. Deepak Ahirwar. His offside is Ronak Patidar. Goalkeeper just asking the referee to give him a card. The booking a first Sehore boys player to go into the referee's book. Baljit. Still 9 minutes left. I wonder what was the reason behind adding 14 minutes. I never saw something like this. It's a new experience for us as well, along with the players. 14 minutes is almost like playing the first half of extra time. You wonder what the referee thought, the match officials thought. It's not a knockout game by any means, and we are far from the final. About 1 week. I think 5 to 6 minutes would have been sufficient. Divendra had a great game, and now he makes way for Dhruv Verma. He opened the scorecard within the first 6 minutes. He put a great shift for Shihor boys down the line on the left hand side. Completely bossed that left hand side for Shihor boys throughout the game. The coach is saving him for future games. Anurag clears. Quickly taken through in. Marshall Kisku on the turn. Kisku. It was an illegal turn, says the ref. He fouled his marker in the process. Five and a half minutes of play left. No urgency from the Diamond Rock FA players. They were given a lifeline of 14 long minutes. 5 minutes still left. Keeper once again makes a mistake, and that's 3-2. Is added time heroics on the card. And the Diamond Rock FA have pulled one back in added time. And now it's 3-2. And it's Rohan reducing the margin for the Diamond Rock FA. The side from Palakkad. Look at that. L- High ball sent in. Keeper fumbles. And the number 11 makes no mistake this time. They went closer to scoring a lot of time in the second half. Nanda Kishore tried to make something happen. He got to fall back. That's 4 minutes left on the clock. 4 minutes for the Diamond Rock FA to mount a comeback. Nicely done there. Cross is open, pulls the ball back, shot comes in. Marshall Kisku setting up for a shot on the edge of the area. It's wide. A series of 6 to 7 passes in that build up. And now Sehore boys will slow it down. We've had 5 goals in this game, 4 in the first half and 1 in added minutes. And now the Diamond Rock FA will be very confident with keeping the ball. It's given as a handball. Baljit got to send it straight into the penalty area. Nandakishore's defensive header falls for a Diamond Rock FA player, Anurag. Baljit, Marshall, a great switch. Taken down, swung in. A first time shooting chance for Marshall, completely miscues it. And then came that shot from Roopnath from distance, which is blocked. Piling on the pressure is the Diamond Rock FA. The last couple of minutes. Holding on to the ball is Salamuddin. Foul not given. A chance to counter for Sehore boys. And that's a blatant challenge. A couple of Sehore boys players are down. Just a minute left. Last few seconds left. Time ticking away for the Diamond Rock FA. He will try to run down the clock and hold up play, Arjun. That's the requirement of the hour. No time for the Diamond Rock FA. Now they got to send this one straight up And the chase is on. Very composed, Ananda Kishore. Sumit Haldar haven't been beaten since he's come on. A tremendous performance, even though he was in a couple of tight situations, and that's the full-time whistle. And finally, Sehore boys have managed to end the winning streak of the Diamond Rock FA as they register their fifth victory in this Madhya Pradesh Premier League Season 2 campaign. And that's the full-time scoreline: Sehore boys 3, Diamond Rock FA 2.